Guys, we're doing predictions for North America Open 1 again. Because yes, the seeding was incorrect in my last video. I recorded Sunday night and they were updated Monday morning or something like that, which was really unfortunate. But there was enough changes in the seeding that I thought it was valid to do this again. And this Open is a little more important than others because of the kickoff LAN that's happening. So that makes it a little more interesting, and I think it's important to actually get this correct. So we're going to do a quick overview of Swiss here. NRG 3-0, easy. Space Station 3-0, easy. Upset, I guess, would be Dignitas not making it through, losing to Top Le, which is a good team. We'll talk about the rosters as we go through the predictions, but Foot did go round 5. Swiss B, there was an upset of 100X beating Rebellion, which means Rebellion went 3-1 through the Swiss, while 100X went 3-0. Gen G go 3-0, and I'm trying to think of anything else interesting. I think that's pretty much it for this Swiss. So let's get into predictions. Space Station versus Seal. Space Station is Reveal, Chronic, and Diaz. You guys know I'm pretty big on this team. There's lots of YouTubers and people I respect that aren't, but I'm going to stick to it. And so far, in the Swiss, they looked great. So far, my take is looking pretty great. Seal, who they're playing against, is Panda, Percy, and Knight, which is a pretty good team. But we're going to go 3-0 here for Space Station. I think they're on fire, and I think it's going to keep up. Rebellion versus Gas. Rebellion is First Killer, Kofor, and LJ now, a completely new team as opposed to last year. And Gas is who you know and love, Garrett, AJ, and Squishy. So we're going to have Shopify here. Gas, yes, they did look good. Someone in my comments of my last predictions video said I need to give them more respect, and that's true. They did look pretty good, but they're not going to beat Shopify, right? They shouldn't. I can see them taking a game though. 100X versus Unreal. 100X is Crispy, CMOS, and Psy, while Unreal is Drury, Gyro, and Life. Unreal is an underrated team here, but 100X 3-0 in Swiss, and their win over Rebellion has me convinced that they're going to make it through this. I'm going to go 3-1. We'll go 3-2. We'll put some respect on Unreal. Lotus 8 versus Silence. Lotus 8 is, where are they? Expert, Nolly, and Wallace. Yes, Nolly is back, and he's still playing great. Silenced is Resinol, Pigeon, and Lev. I'm going to have Lotus here. 3-1. I believed, where was Silenced on the Swiss run? They did go round 5. While Lotus, where are they? I think they're Swiss A. Lotus went 3-1. And they did beat Top Lev, which is a quality team. Yeah. So we're going to have Lotus through there. Let's finish the upper bracket here. Space Station versus Rebellion. So this is in a lot of people's minds NA number 1 or NA number 2 and 3. However you rank between 2 and 3, that's up to you. I personally have Space Station ahead of Rebellion. And I'm trying to remember what I predicted, because I think we had this matchup in my last predictions video. Let me see here. Oh, what do I think this time though? I don't know. I watched more of Space Station, and they do look really, really good, guys. They look like a team. Xperia has figured it out for them really fast. They have a game plan. Rebellion looked clunky when I went back and watched replays for them. So I think last time I might have predicted Rebellion here, but this time I'm predicting Space Station. 3-1. Yeah, I think Space Station right now just has, they just know what they want to do, and Rebellion don't. And I think I talked about this in my last predictions video, but I think Kofor was not the right choice for this roster. I think, while it's not necessarily a downgrade, I don't think it really helps them. I think player-wise, like, they're similar in talent level, Kofor and Chronic, but not in play style. And I think Cover's playstyle doesn't really fit Rebellion yet. They might be able to figure it out, but it's not going to fit yet. 100X versus Lotus 8. Both had good runs in the Swiss, but 100X had the bigger win. So I'm going to go 3. I'm going to go 3-2 here. Don't underrate Lotus. Don't underrate Nolly. Still playing pretty well. Nolly knows how to play Rocket League, guys. Seal versus Gas. Let's see. Seal versus Gas. This is interesting. Because, like we were saying, Gas did play pretty well. Where was Seal in Swiss? Let's take a look. They went round 5. Who did they lose to? They beat Clower Jarek. I don't know who's on that team. That means they lost to Silenced. That's not a great loss there. And then that means, where are they? Seal. They lost to Redacted. Redacted's a good team. And they beat Gooey Shmooey. I think I'm going with Gas. There's not really any quality wins for Seal. I'm going to go 3-1. Unreal versus Silenced. I'm going Unreal. I'm going to believe in the young kid life with the experience of Gyro. We'll go 3. Yeah, 3-1. That works. Lotus versus Gas. I think we're going to have Lotus here. I think Lotus's win over Top Le is what has me sold here. I think Top Le is an underrated team. So is Lotus. So I'm going with Lotus here. 3-2 though. Rebellion, Unreal. That should be Rebellion pretty easily. I'm going to go 3-0. I don't think that shouldn't be close. If it is, then it's the Shopify Rebellion curse or something like that. Gen.G versus Foot. So again, Foot kind of messing up the bracket by going round 5. Gen.G, they did sweep the bracket. So I'm going Gen.G. 3. I'm going to go 3-1. Gen.G, Rise has elevated this team. Foot, I think, are better than their Swiss run. But they obviously weren't informed during the Swiss. So I have to give it to Gen.G for now. Shuffle Kittens versus M80. Oh, I forgot to go over rosters here. Gen.G is Magic Bear, Justin, and Rise, while Foot is Cheese, Frosty, Sosa. Right, so if Foot is clicking, they can give a fight to Gen.G, but I think Gen.G has more of a game plan than Foot will so far in the season. Shuffle Kittens is your previous Team Evo. It's Ardu, Relating Wave, and Speed versus M80, which is Aris, Devo, and Mech. I'm going to give it to M80 here. They were playing pretty well. I'm going to go game 5. M80 went 3-1. And Shuffle Kittens, they're in Swiss A. They went, where are they? They went 3-1 as well with a win over Foot. So I could see it going either way. But I have to give it to M80 for now because I like Mech. I think M80 have a game plan and they're a little more mechanical, much more mechanical than Shuffle Kittens. But Shuffle Kittens will punish you if you don't have a good challenge game. So if M80's got that down, they should be fine, I think. NRG versus Feastabonium. Obviously, everyone knows NRG. That's Atomic Beast Mode, Daniel. Feastabonium, though, is Cosmic, Abdom, and Hazo. A good team, but not good enough to compete really with NRG. That should be a 3-0. Redacted versus Top Play. These are names you'll recognize. Redacted is, where are they on my list here? It's Wavy, Two Piece, and Talk. Your previous Shopify team plus Talk minus Reddles. And then Top Le is a team I really like. Calm Creams, Parth. I didn't like them before, but after watching their Swiss run, I now like them. They've kind of changed my mind. I'm going to have Top Le here. I'm going to go 3-2 though. I think Redacted is a really, really good team, and I think they could compete for the for a land spot here at the kickoff land. Gen.G, M80. We're going Gen.G here. More experienced. I'm going to go 3-0. I don't think it'd be too close. NRG versus Top Le. This should be 3-0 as well. I think NRG's just kind of in a class of their own right now. Foot versus Shuffle Kittens. This should be Foot. I am going to go 3-2 though, because again, if you're not on top of it, Kittens will absolutely punish you for it. So Foot needs to be informed to win that. Feastabonium Redacted. I have Redacted here. 3-1. No. We're going 3-0. This should be Redacted pretty easy, in my opinion. Top Lev versus Foot. That's unfortunate. I don't like any of them. Wow, this is a crazy quadrant right here. Because all 4 of these could compete for a top 8. And I mean, they are right now. I'm going top left. 3-2. I have these teams really close to each other. Ugh. Yeah, that hurts. Yeah. M80 Redacted. As much I really want M80 there, right? I mean, Aris Devo Mech. I think that could be a lot of fun. But I'm going to go with Redacted. I think they're better. I'm going to go 3-2 though. Again, all 4 of these teams are really close together in skill, I think. It's going to be interesting. That makes our main event this, if I can get there. Here we are. Okay, and remember the top 6 here. This top 6 will be played on LAN, which changes things. And as I mentioned in my last video, puts a lot of pressure on these teams because winning this means you go to LAN. Which is going to be absolute cinema. Redacted Rebellion. That is an unfortunate run into for Redacted. This should be Shopify. I'm going to go 4-2 though. I think Redacted can take some games there. Top Lev versus Lotus 8. Oh man. I'm going Top Lev. I think, right, they already played, right, and Lotus won in the Swiss. So I'm going Top Lev here because rematch theory. I'm going to go game 6 as well. Actually, we'll go game 7 because they're close teams and it could go either way. But I think Top Lev will take that. Gen G 100X. I have Gen G here. 100X's win over Rebellion was a quality win, but Rebellion also wasn't playing as good as we know that they can or should. And I think the game plan and consistency of Gen G is gonna outdo 100X here. I will give 2 games to 100X, give some respect to them there. But it should be Gen G pretty easily. Space Station NRG, still have NRG here. Even though I think Space Station is NA number 2, I don't think people are competing with NRG yet. Now, later in the season, will it be closer? I think so. But because Worlds was literally 2 months ago, I think NRG will still be in form. And so I'm going to give it another game 6 for NRG there. Now, these games will all be played on LAN, like I mentioned, which changes things. So I think I definitely have Rebellion here, simply because it's on LAN. I think, and it's a rematch, should be pretty easy for Rebellion. I know they dropped it a game or series to 100X in the Swiss, but it shouldn't happen again. I don't think it'll happen again, especially on LAN. Also kind of crazy, 100X on LAN. Who would have thought? Space Station, Top Left. I have Space Station here. 4-2. I don't know. I'm going to go 4. No, we'll go another game 6 here. 4-2. Top Left can compete, but Space Station look really good, guys. And I have to believe in my take of them being really good. NRG Rebellion. Rebellion just don't have it down yet. I'm going to go for... Oh... Let's say it's a sweep. For fun. Now, do I think Rebellion, if they're playing, you know, peaking, can they take this? Yes. But I'm pretty confident in the NRG win because I don't think Rebellion have it figured out yet. Now, let me talk on them a little bit because Violent Panda is the coach and I really like Violent Panda. This regional, I don't think it will go well for Shopify. Next regional could be a different story. I think Violent Panda can make this team better and better throughout the season, kind of like what he did with Dignitas last season. So watch out for Rebellion in the future. But for now, I don't think they're there yet. Gen G Space Station. Now, I got a lot of flack for this in my last video because this matchup happened as well. And I had Gen G going through. And I still have Gen G going through because I like upsets. I'm going to go game 7 because it could go either way. But I think the experience of Rise and Justin on LAN will take them through the win. I think they'll unlock Magic Bear. I think someone said in my comments that Magic Bear is like the worst drop off from online to LAN. I don't think he's the worst drop off. Like I said, he's okay. He's fine on LAN, I think. Obviously, you can disagree with me. But I think the experience of Rise and Justin will take them through. Now, Space Station still has experience, right? Reveal has been on LAN a couple times. Diaz once for 3s. And Chronic obviously a lot. But I think it'll take a couple more times for Diaz to unlock on LAN. Don't think it'll happen yet. Maybe even as soon as the next actual major, not the kickoff major. Yeah, I put it in a comment of a 50-50 video. I think as soon as the next major, Space Station will easily overtake Gen G. But for now, I'm going to put Gen G. I know that's a little wild, but I like upsets. Now, do I have Gen G upsetting here? No. I think we'll give a game to Gen G out of pity. But I think Energy still a class of their own. They should still easily take this. So for now, Energy are your Regional 1 champions. And then they head into the kickoff LAN against Europe, which should just be the top 4 here. Against the top 4 in Europe, which will be interesting. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the kickoff LAN. Are you excited? I'm excited. Hopefully it's cinema. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. I know my predictions are terrible, or they're the best, but they are lots of fun. I enjoy doing them. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What you think? Who's gonna win? All your hater comments as well, and your good comments. I love to see all of them. It's lots of fun. And I will see all of you in the next video.